Welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel, whichever is you today, and God, this is going to be interesting how I cover this. 9 days ago, I was in London, you know, just happened to be there, and there was this amazing female solo artist there too, which a lot of people have been wanting to see. I, of course, am talking about Taylor Swift, not That's not me just pulling a name out of the hat, guys, because the first thing I have to tell you is that when I went to see IU in London, I had no clue. So, right, let me explain this to you. I saw IU in the Wembley Arena. First I'm going to either Wembleys. Either Wembleys? What do I mean by that? So, the most known Wembley when it comes to sport is the Wembley Stadium. You know, probably the most famous stadium in the United Kingdom, I would say. Or at least the biggest, maybe. I don't know about the biggest, but the most famous. There's that. And then round the corner, like a 2-minute walk away, is another pretty big venue, the Wembley Arena, which is where IU is playing. So I went up to London the day before, stayed in a hotel, and while I was in the hotel that night, I found out that, oh my God, this pretty well-known artist called Taylor Swift is in the other stadium, is in Wembley Stadium, the same day and time as IU. And I was like, London's busy anyway, folks. Oh my God. I thought about the trains and I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be chaos. And it was. It was chaos. Swifties all over the place. Swifties all over the place, man. There was this really, when you get off the train, there was this stretch and you see the stadium, Wembley Stadium now. Not where I'm going to be going for Wembley Arena, you see the stadium. And there's this long stretch, this long walk that you can see the whole time as you walk in there. Thousands of people. It was like Taylor Swift had taken over London. And again, I know London's huge. I was only in one area of London. But she'd taken over this area. Like, there were Swifties all over the place. The trains were packed. And it's crazy that, of course, I say this, guys, like, you know, IU, I think I've said this in the last video, IU to me, like, in K-pop, in the world of K-pop, is huge, right? She's the princess of Korea, pretty much, right? If I was to talk to someone randomly in the street here in Wales, and even in London, as I found out that day, and I said, do you know who IU is? They'd be like, I have no clue what you're talking about. You know, she's not known in the West, and that much. And there's going to be a really beautiful ending to what I've said there. I've set that up for a reason, but we'll get to that afterwards. So yeah, I get off the train, guys. I see thousands of Swifties around. Walk towards the arena. Never been to, like I said, either Wembley before. And outside the arena, there's these sort of benches and a lot of stuff like that. And it was funny because I saw a lot of obvious Taylor Swift fans, and this was hilarious. I saw a lot of obvious Taylor Swift fans waiting, and then I think the security and stewards realizing it and being like, do you know this is not for Taylor Swift? Because I think a lot of Swifties thought that they got the wrong Wembley, guys. They got the arena when they were thinking about the stadium, to be totally honest. But what was beautiful about this, even before the show started, is that there were thousands of Asian people. And when I say Asian people, like, I heard so many different accents. I heard so many different languages spoken. Like, it made me realize how big IU is in Asia. Do you know what I mean? Like, and how she's like an icon in Asia too. And it was so beautiful. I've never seen that many, you know, I've never been to an Asian country in my life. I've never seen that many Asian people in one place. And there were families there, you know, there was like couples there and everything like that, you know, all types of ages. But there were more, like, I would say Asian families and Asian couples than there were, like, you know, other other races or anything like that. Like it was really interesting that way, because like the other K-pop shows that I've been to, the other like Asian shows that I've been to in general, there's mostly non-Asian people there, I would say. But because of course I'm seeing it in the UK, in London and everything like that, but like London's pretty multicultural as well, so it didn't shock me too much, but it was really lovely to see. It was really lovely to see. And it was hilarious though, because Swifties kept on coming up and people were like, by the way, this is not for Taylor Swift. And I overheard some of the Swifties say, "Who's IU?" I was like, if only you knew. If only you knew. So I met up with Martin, guys. Martin is one of my subs. We were talking about meeting up beforehand. We met up during the show and before the show. And how we found each other without messaging each other exactly where we were was incredible. Because there was no signal, no data in this area, because there were so many different phones that the data was being used up, right? Thousands of people in this area. But he found me, and man, what a lovely guy. I'm sure Martin's watching this now. And I've met a few people who, are subbed to me and everything like that, guys, and they're always absolutely lovely. I say that my audience are super nice people, man. Like super nice people. And Martin was exactly the same. And I think Martin, he said to me, and I agreed, like, or I said to him, I can't remember, but like, it was almost like we met before, but we never have. It was really cool. Like, such an easy guy to get on with, and it was a blast experiencing some of this with him. So we were like, what do we do? Because we wanted to get a drink beforehand. We want to just have a drink at a bar nearby, but it was just chaotic, man, nearby and everything like that. And it wasn't too long till the doors opened for IU. Me and Martin, and I'm sure he's laughing watching this, said constantly over the next hour, this is going too well. Because how we work, guys, we queued up, right? And how we queued up, and then they'd let us into this queue that, they had a VIP queue, they had a merch queue, I think, and they had the general queue for people to go into, which was myself and Martin. I'm not lying, and I'm sure Martin in the comments will agree. Like, we must have been in the queue from the back of the queue to in the building within half an hour or 40 minutes, which is insane. Never has that been that quick. We go through, they got the metal detector thing and everything like that. We go through there like a breeze. We get given this, the banner, right? And we get given this, which I have not opened yet. I'm going to be doing an unboxing for this afterwards. 9 days I've waited, but I've waited far longer to open merch for videos like this in the past, guys. Literally 6 months. So it's not, 9 days is not that bad. So, yeah, like, the quickest I've ever been at the back of a queue to in a venue for a gig ever. Like, and me and Martin started to say, we're like, it's going too well. So we want to get a drink. So we went to the bar. We went upstairs to the bar. Bar is empty. No one there. Excuse me. No one there. We get a drink. Easily. This is going too well. This is going too well. We go to, because how it worked is that Martin actually, and people are going to kick me for saying this probably, but I did mention it in our Discord server, guys. Martin actually had a free ticket that he was just giving away because his mate couldn't make it. And I sat with Martin before the show started, but I had my own seat, like in the distance and everything, which I'll get to in a moment. So we queued up to get let in. We were queuing for about 15 minutes, and then we were let in. Beautiful venue, really nice venue. Loved the layout and everything like that. Martin is like, so if you're looking at the stage, and this is the middle section, this is the right balcony section, the left balcony section, and you're looking on the stage. So from the audience's point of view, Martin is like in the middle section, to the right a little bit, kind of halfway back. I was to the left, elevated, kind of just in front of halfway. So I didn't know how my place was going to look, but I was like, I'll chill with Martin before the show starts and everything like that, and then see what my seat is like. In hindsight, I kind of wish like, not, I still absolutely love the show and everything like that, but I wish I'd stuck in the seat with Martin, because Martin had a spare seat, you see, because of that free ticket. But I wanted to see what, you know, I paid for and everything like that, so, you know, whatever. So me and Martin are just having a beer, like, talking about K-pop, like, loads of different groups, loads of different artists and stuff like that. It was awesome, man. Awesome. Honestly, I had a blast with you. And we're watching, and what we're watching now, guys, is as people are making their way in, there's this, I think they call it a VCR, right? So there's these videos, and it's this awesome big screen that was at the show. And I was wondering with the venue if she was going to be in the round, so if she was going to be in the middle, because I've seen the live videos that I've watched, and she's in the middle and the crowd's around her, but it was more of a proscenium march type deal. So the screens are showing the winning album, which I will also, guys, after I've done talking about the show, be unboxing. First IU album unboxing. First IU album I own. So they were showing all the different music videos and everything like that on this massive screen, which was really cool. So yeah, me and Martin talking just about K-pop in general was awesome. Time went like that because of it. And then the show was pretty close to starting, so I was like, right, I'm gonna see my seat. So I said goodbye to Martin and everything like that. We got each other a round each. And I went up and I had a good place. You know. Like, again, it was elevated and everything like that. It was slightly to the left, as far as seeing the thing. To IU's right, it would be. Again, so many Asian people of all different ages watching, man. It was so lush, like, with it. And watching the show, like, waiting for the show to start, and the lights go off. People start losing their minds. It is, I would say, 95% packed. Like, it was pretty packed, which was great to see. Great to see. The crowd was fantastic too. Really, well, we'll get into how great the crowd was in a moment. But yeah, so the lights go off, and it's like, oh god, it's about to happen. So she starts off part one. So these were in different parts, guys. So because I got the set list in front of me. These were in different parts. Part one was Hypnotic, and you'll notice something about the parts as we go along. And she started with Halsey. And she just starts getting, and you're going to see clips, by the way, guys. I'm going to intersperse clips in between, giving credit to the you know, whoever the YouTubers are that filmed and stuff like that. So you're probably going to see a few different angles. I can't show full things, of course, because I don't want the video to get taken down. But I'll try and show some clips and stuff like that. So yeah, she gets elevated on this lift, and we all lose our minds, and just they give you a little bit of simping. You know me at this stage. Do you know what I mean? Gorgeous. As far as a distance away as I was, which wasn't super far, granted, but gorgeous. Absolutely princess beautiful, you know? Absolutely beautiful. So she's out with Halsey, which I thought was a great choice, of course, with the fact that it'd been on the winning too. Really, really good. Her voice, man, live, which with the details I'm about to give you in a moment, watching videos don't do justice, man. One of the most beautiful voices I've ever heard live. Easy. And I've seen some amazing acts, some amazing artists, bands, man. Some amazing singers. She is... It's hard to put into words how incredible of a singer she is, guys, which I'll get into a lot and try and put into words, but probably won't be able to do justice. She did Jam Jam, which is great. She did Apu. And what's not on the set list is that she is so incredible with the crowd. Oh my god, man. She is 100% natural herself, which of course is a person we all love. And as she said, by the way, did not realize how good her English was. Did not realize how good her English was. Really taken aback by it. I think I checked out a video once with IU talking in English for 7 minutes straight or something like that. But she's good at English, man. Like, she's good at English. I don't know how well versed she is in it in general, but her pronunciation and everything was great. I didn't realize, guys, funnily enough, I didn't check this. I did not know that the London show was the first on the leg of the European tour, of this world tour. I did not know. I did not know. So this was kind of historic, to be totally honest. I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it because I was there and I want to make sure it's an even bigger deal than it was. But for her, for what she was saying, it was a historic night because, as you're going to hear from me as we go along, and I'm going to show a clip of this near the end. I don't want to spoil it yet for anybody that doesn't know what happened in London when it came to this moment, but I will find it and I will put it on at the end. Let's just say I don't think she had a clue how loved she was across the world. She obviously did this world tour knowing that there would be some interest, right? And these venues that she doing aren't small venues either. I still don't think she had a clue. Like she said a few times, she couldn't believe how packed it was at this venue. She couldn't believe people across the world were singing her songs, singing her lyrics and stuff like that, you know, in a language that they didn't necessarily know. She was consistently blown away by the response that she was getting in London. Like, again, completely across the world from South Korea. And I think she actually said at one point she can't believe how people across the world, like, she was just constantly taken aback, you know. It was beautiful to see, and again, I'll show a clip of this at the end of the really special moment that we had. So she did BB, huge reaction. She did Obliviate, and again, and this is not shocking at all, with how much I've loved seeing her personality when I've checked out her documentary, like, you know, on my Patreon, or I've obviously been doing the Palette series that I'm doing at the moment. I was looking forward to, even doing the songs, I was looking forward to just her talking again. Her amazing sense of humour, like, so natural, so much 100% herself. I love her, dude. I absolutely love her. By the way, I have a statement later on, which I teased last time for the last Palette episode, but it's a statement. It's a statement. So right, yeah, part 2 started, and part 2, so part 1, hypnotic, remember that? Part 2, energetic, right? I'll talk about the parts more in a bit. I cried a few different times at this show. I knew that one song in particular was going to get me, and we'll get there, guys, and you probably know the song I'm talking about already. But, so, this little girl, who I'd imagine is a little actress, comes out, incredibly cute, and she's running across the stage and everything like that, and it's almost like she's discovering something. She waves to different parts of the audience. We make sure we give her a big reception, and then she goes to this, like, one side of the stage, and the stage was so cool, by the way. It was so cool. It was like an LED stage that had all these different graphics and effects on it, but what the screens were showing at times is like a top-down view. So the little girl was standing, and then these stars were making its way across the stage and linking up, and of course the person on the other side was IU, and I just started crying. I just started crying. It was so beautiful already. I was just like, God, that image alone was so beautiful. And then I really started to tear up because the song that it was setting up was Celebrity, and oh my God, people lost their minds. Celebrity is one of my favorite. Well, I say this about IU, like, I love so many of her songs. It's one of my favorites, but if I ever do an Ultimate IU ranking, guys, God help me. But like, Celebrity, I adore, absolutely adore it. And man, this chapter, this part 2, in Energetic, as far as like overall, is my favorite part, because you had Celebrity, Bloomin', then 8, which is probably, arguably, my favorite IU song to date, and that again had me crying. Beautiful stage in the back with the sunset, of course, with what the video is about and everything like that as well. Like, unbelievable. Then you had Coin and One Lucky Gentleman, I think in the second or third row, because she had a coin, and she said the fact that he was so energetic and everything like that throughout the entire show. At that point, she was like, I have to give this to this guy. So she gave it to an assistant to give to the guy, and I could see him from the vantage point I was at, and he was chuffed. And mate, I don't blame you at all. I don't blame you at all. And that's the thing, guys, is that, of course, she's interacting with thousands of people. Yeah, it was an arena. You know, this is the first show, by the way, when it comes to Asian music, that I've seen in an arena. I've seen a show in a large bar. I've seen two shows in like a hall, a big hall, but this was like arena, you know. So what I was going to say though is that while she's interacting, of course, with thousands of people and trying to involve everybody, those people, I'm sure that a lot of people tried to get in those first few rows, because she interacts with those guys. Oh my god, like, you know, she full on interacts with those people. So I completely understand those people that really try to get close and everything like that, you know. But honestly, she included us all, man. She included us all. And then she did I Stand You, which I love. Honestly, guys, you had in a row with her talking in between with her lovely self. Celebrity, Bloomin', 8, Coin, I Stand You. Killed me off, like, do you know what I mean? Like, some of those songs could end the show. Do you know what I mean? Incredible. One thing I haven't mentioned is that she said a few times she was absolutely exhausted. So she was jet lagged. She said that pretty much for her at this point it's like 3 or 4 a.m. Because of the whole point is that she was jet lagged so much. I really hope for her, because again, she works her butt off. I really hope that she gets some time to relax in between some of these shows and everything like that, especially with the flying that's done. Because this is her first world tour, man. Like, again, that's why I'm so privileged to have gone to this. It's her first world tour. And I'm sure I'm not alone in saying this to anybody that's been to any of her European shows. The impression that I got is that this tour was a bit of a risk. Not when it comes to the Asian leg, like, because she's gonna hit those numbers, and I'm sure she knows that too. But going across the world to Europe, like, I think she saw it, and her team may have saw it as a bit of a risk. But I think very quickly during this London show that she was just like, oh, maybe it's not that much of a risk at all. So, not to give anybody hope, and anyway, I don't need to say this. She said this herself. If you weren't able, guys, to see her, especially the people in London, if you weren't able to see her live, don't worry, she'll come back. She'll come back. Don't worry about that. She actually said as well she'd love to come back, and I'm sure that she wouldn't be one of she wouldn't be one of those people to say it for the sake of saying it. I genuinely think she was blown away by the response. So right, we had a VCR then. Again, beautiful VCR setting up these different chapters, and then we had part 3, romantic. Now remember, part 1, hypnotic. Part 2, energetic. Part 3, romantic. Notice anything? Notice anything about the first initials? So right, she did Havana. Oh, one of my favourite moments of the show next. So, Corinne Bailey Rae, who, for anybody in the UK, probably knows best as Girl, Put Your Records On. You know that song? Which is kind of a one-hit wonder. It's awesome the fact that IU, this mega star across the world, like an indie sort of like artist like Corinne Bailey Rae inspired her so much. It's just something really cool about that. And she was talking, IU was talking about the fact that how much of an inspiration Corinne Bailey Rae has been on it. Of course, you hear Corinne Bailey Rae referenced in Palette as well. And she sung a song which I've never heard. It was a cover of a Corinne Bailey Rae song called Like a Star. And she brought the guitar out. I've never seen IU play guitar. So seeing IU play guitar for the first time in this setting, live, man. And it was a gorgeous song. And she was talking about the fact that, of course, Corinne Bailey Rae's British, so she talked about the British factor and everything like that. But man, guys, find this performance. Like, I don't know if she did this at other shows, because of course there was a real link to the fact there was Corinne Bailey Rae, it being in England and everything too. But find this performance. Like, I don't know if I made sure a bit of it here in the edit. Find it. Find it. Hopefully there's a full version of it somewhere. It was absolutely gorgeous. And no disrespect in any way to Corinne Bailey Rae, I'm a bit scared to listen to her version. Because, like, if I've heard IU cover a song before I've heard the original, that's tough going for the original, is all I'll say. I'm sure it's beautiful, though, the original version, but man, what a beautiful song it is. And God, the performance. It was her with the guitar, starlight on the screens behind. She looked like a princess. It was gorgeous, man. Then she played a song, which you may have heard of, called Strawberry Moon. Acoustic too. It was gorgeous. The fans really got involved in the singing for this one, and again, you could see her literally get blown away as it was happening. Stunning, absolutely stunning. The crowd was fantastic, guys. Like, you know, they were singing their hearts out. They were singing the Korean lyrics, and awesome hearing that many people sing at once. Beautiful voices too. Like, it was awesome, and I was looking, and with the vantage point that I had, it was amazing seeing all the light sticks as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like seeing all the light sticks lighting up at different times, of course, with the different app, with the app that it has and everything like that. Going with the music, with the songs that are being played, and now and again, I just look at IU and I just look across, like it just, oh, it's beautiful. Like, these videos and these photographs don't do justice to an experience like that. So, right, yeah, Strawberry Moon was gorgeous. Then Through the Night, which, oh man, I adore that song. Through the Night, absolutely incredible ballad. So then there was another VCR, Love Wins All. Bit of a tease for Love Wins All and everything like that as the background music. So you knew there was kind of on the way. And then you had part 4. The final part, which I'll get into in a moment, which is Ecstatic. So, did you notice, guys? Hypnotic, energetic, romantic, ecstatic. H-E-R-E. Here to him. There you go. Really, really nice. Really, really cool. I didn't realise that until afterwards. Granted, but I was a bit slow on it. But awesome, man. So we started with Shopper. Great live, amazing backing dancers, by the way. And she kept on. They kept on spraying confetti into the crowd, which is so awesome. I don't think I've ever been to a show with confetti before. I wasn't amongst it, by the way. It was just kind of getting shot onto the first like 20 rows in the middle. But it was still an amazing visual to see and everything like that. The crowd went absolutely bonkers for Above the Time. Bonkers for it. And I think this is the clip I'm going to show near the end after the song. I think it was Above the Time. I'm pretty sure. It was around this territory, guys. It was around this territory. Comment below, guys, if you know what I'm talking about. Because there's a moment that obviously I'm going to get to, that I'm going to come back to afterwards, that involves IU after she does a certain song, and I think it was about the time. But the crowd, crazy sound, incredibly loud in an amazing way. They were losing their minds. You and I losing their minds. And then, so remember I said about 8 is arguably my favourite IU song? The reason I say arguably is because of what followed. It built to it, and then I saw her in the red dress, and then the piano started, and I was like, here we go. I honestly, guys, a good few songs, you know, made me tear up or cry in my life, but normally I need to be in the zone for that to hit. I don't think I've ever listened to a ballad in a short amount of time as much as I've listened to Love Wins All. And when I tell you that whether I check out the music video, whether I just listen to it, or I check out the live, you know, the live I'm talking about, the live video on our channel, I cry every time. Every time. It's either a little bit of tearing up or it's like letting loose. So when this started, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to cry in front of strangers. I can't put into words what it was like seeing her perform that song. And I mentioned earlier, guys, the fact that she was jet lagged. If she didn't mention it, you wouldn't really know. You wouldn't really know. I can't put into words what it was like experiencing that song live. That song is a masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece, man. And she sung it beautifully. Man. Anyway, so yeah, that was Love Wins All. I thought Love Wins All might have actually should finish the show. Technically it did. Because IU herself kept on saying, okay guys, this is the end of the show. Practically winking at us all. And she was like, this is the end of the show. I'll see you in about 10 minutes time. Because of course she came back, guys. There was a VCR for 23 with no music, but it was an incredible. Oh, how dare I? This is not on the set list. That's why I didn't really mention it. After Love Wins All ended, we had the dress drop to the floor, the bride's dress dropped to the floor, and then we got a VCR, and it was 2 people in a car. It was IU in the bridal dress, and there was a lad called V in the groom's suit, driving away with IU sitting on his lap, happily ever after. It was an alternative ending of Love Wins All, guys. Blew my damn mind. We lost our heads at it. No clue what was going to happen. But they'd filmed this with them in the costumes and everything. I don't know when they must have filmed it pretty shortly after. I don't know how long they planned that for, but there was an alternative ending to Love Wins All, a happy ending, let's say, and it was incredible. People lost their minds. Awesome. But I should say, guys, the encore had a name too, because the encore was called Heroic, so H-E-R-E-H. There you go, the 2 in name. Then Shush happened. Oh my god, Shush, guys. Shush. Just shouting Shush at the screen, sorry. I love that song. I loved that song when I first heard it with the MV. I think it's an amazing MV too. I love the song in general, but this was at its absolute best. And I know it's an obvious thing saying a live version is the best version, but man, a live version's the best version. This song was incredible live. The band, by the way, I haven't even mentioned them yet. The band were incredible, man. Absolutely awesome. Incredible percussion, drums, guitar, bass, everything. Piano, obviously. Absolutely amazing. I love the fact there was a live band too. I didn't know if it was be a live band or if like the instrumentals we played on the speakers. I'm so chuffed it was a live band and they were amazing. And then she did 23. And it was amazing when she did 23. This is what I was going to say about the VCR with 23. So of course in the 23 music video she has the cake and the 2-3, 23. I mean, she's not 32 yet, so I don't know fully what was meant by this, but it was great. She put the 3 before the 2 instead of being after it, even though she's not 32 yet, guys, right? Right? No, she can't be. Right? And even in Korean age, right? But anyway, it was still fun. So yeah, 23, guys. I adore 23. Hearing it with a live band, seeing her perform it with all those dancers and everything, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then, which was really unexpected, she did Halsey. Again. But, my God, are you? Please release this version. It was Halsey, guys, the rock version, with guitars and drums and everything like that. And it was absolutely incredible. I like Halsey a lot, the original version. In my opinion, the rock version knocks its socks off. Like, it's so superior for me, which is saying something because I already like the original song so much. But my God, I was blown away by it. And this is where the show came to an end. Except it wasn't at all, because as the set list says, she did the encore. Again, giving a bit of a wink to being like, this is the end of the show, guys. See you in 10 minutes. So then she came out, and this is so lush, man. This arena show, with her personality and everything, and how natural she is, with her fans, it was like she was playing in a pub and she was saying to people, oh, okay guys, so what should I do next? And of course people have got all these signs ready and everything like that, making suggestions on what song she does. Like you're this mega artist at this arena concert, and you're taking requests. I love her, man. I love her. Like, and genuinely taking requests. It's not like she was waiting for one person to say a certain song. Okay, guys, here we go. No, she was taking requests, man. Unbelievable. So someday she did, and then she did Lilac, which I love Lilac. And then she did Love Poem, but it was great that she missed the queue to come in. And that's when she was like, sorry guys, 4 a.m. Like practically 4 a.m. on her body clock and everything like that because of the jet lag factor. Awesome. I love it. I love human moments like that, and it doesn't shock me at all that she has moments like that, because again, she's such a natural person, man. And so individualistic too. Please get more sleep next time, you know, please get a bit more rest. And then the final, and this was actually the final song. The final song, the acoustic version. It's a song that she said she wasn't going to do anymore, but I'm going to guess IU, I'm sorry, but you're probably going to get requested at every show still, so you may as well put it back on. It's Palette. She finished with Palette, guys, and it was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It was acoustic version. Different verses. Can someone explain that to me? Different verses, like in what she's saying. Someone let me know about that, because I was a bit like, I was, you know, getting ready to sing along with the melodies and stuff like that, but it was a bit different. So yeah, let me know, guys, what I was about. And then she left for good, and the post-concert blues began. Great crowd, unbelievable venue. So she said a few times, guys, that she would come back. So let me first say, would I recommend seeing IU live? There's a bear in the woods. Do it, guys. Now, people will tell you, it's expensive, and it is. K-pop shows are expensive in general, and of course people are going to be like, you know, I can't afford it every show or concert or gig under the sun. But I will say there's ways to do it. I will not mention the company. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I did a pay in 3, so I paid for the concert in 3 months. So it really helped out in that way. So there's ways to do it. If it's too expensive and stuff like that, of course, if it is too expensive, it's too expensive. I completely understand that. But I would say get your butt. If she especially comes to your country, or at least a neighboring country, get your butt into that seat to see her live. One of the greatest shows I've ever been to, and I've been to some absolute legendary acts, bands, artists in my life. But how she got an arena show to feel like an arena show, with the production, with the screens, with the stage, with everything like that, the confetti, the effects, how she got it to feel that epic and grand, but at the same time when she's talking to the audience, make it feel like she's talking in a pub, she's performing in a pub to an intimate audience. She is one of a kind. There'll never be another IU, guys. Never be another IU. So yeah, do I recommend seeing her live? Yeah, I'd say so. So before we unbox stuff, guys, there's a moment that I've teased. I think a lot of you, Anna, at this point know about it. Looking at the set list, it was either after Through the Night, after Above the Time, or after You and I. I think it's after Above the Time. I'll show the clip in a moment. There was this beautiful moment where this artist, who's, you know, been grafting at their craft now for decades, who's incredibly respected, who's absolutely adored in her own country, who's adored in Asia, one of the most talented singers, incredible songwriter, loves her fans. There's a moment where this person, who is a megastar in Asia, almost realizes in real time that she's loved across the world, to the point where she's holding back tears. So here's the clip of that.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. 어떡하면 좋아. 진짜.
What should I do?
제가 이게 점점 너무 슬퍼지는데?
Oh, I'm just getting more sad.
지금
Right now,
너무 막 말로 형용할 수 없는 어떤 감정들이
I'm feeling this emotion that I cannot describe in words.
여러분 인사이드 아웃 보셨어요?
Guys, have you seen the Inside Out 2?
그거 보면은 감정들이 막 섞여가지고 가장 그 중요한 그 구슬 같은 걸 만들어서 사람의 기억 저장소에 보내거든요.
So if you watch that, all the emotions mix together and they send this ball to the someone's head of the emotions.
지금 그게 만들어졌어요.
So that has been created inside my head.
지금 그 이지은이라는 사람의 그 가장 중요한 기억을 모아놓는 그 저장소에 방금 우리 그 공연의 기억이 만들어져가지고 오묘한 색깔로 만들어져서 거기도 지금 들어가는 기분이 들었어요.
So, and this storage called Eugene's head, my important memories, which is memories of tonight, has been made and being stored in this very multicolored, colorful ball.
아직 인사이드 아웃 2 안 보신 분들은 나중에 보시면 제가 무슨 말 했는지 완전히 느낄 수 있을 거예요. 얼마나 제가 지금 그러니까 이 순간 얼마나 행복한다는 말인지 알 수 있을 거예요.
If you haven't watched Inside Out 2, watch it and you'll know immediately what I mean and you'll know how much happiness I'm feeling right now.
너무 감사하고요.
I thank you so much, so much.
And to see that live with this, again, megastar, and showing how humble and modest she is, but for her to realise how she's loved across the world, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, man. So yeah, that's the moment. That was my favourite moment of the show. I know it's not a song, or a dance, or anything like that, but that's my moment of the show. That was absolutely beautiful. So anyway, I'm kind of getting teary just talking about it. Time to unbox this first. I think IU said this is from her mum. I think that's what she said. This is from her mum. Probably should have tried to open it beforehand, because how do you open this? It's like space, sort of like. How do you open this? Sorry guys, this meant to be a teeth job. It is. And of course I will be. Oh, it's got UNR on the back. UNR on the back. That's the front. Beautifully presented. We got given this as soon as we walked in, guys. Oh. Is that a magnet? I'll take it out of the packaging. Oh my god, IU. There's something I'm literally gonna use every day that's in this. I'll show you in a moment, guys. Beautifully presented. I think that's, is there a magnet? Beautiful. And the magnet too. Wow, oh man, yeah, this is what I'm gonna use. I'm literally, have I got my keys with me? No. It's going on the keys though. So sorry about the focus, guys. Go on, focus. Wow, that is going straight on my keys. Literally something I use every day. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. And finally, I know what this is. And it's going to be displayed in the back, probably when you guys see the next palette. Oh, it's 2? I wonder what member I'm going to get. First ever IU card, photo card. Oh my god. Second ever IU photo cards. Sim comment. It's time. I told you guys, this is a big video. We just talked about the concept. I need to do this unboxing too. Perfect time to do it. Oh, do I need to use my teeth again? I'm gonna do it off camera this time so you guys don't know how to see it. I don't have anything sharp around you. What's going on? Anything sharp around you? Oh, no, I got it. I'm always wary as well of opening the packaging, because I had a horror story, guys, for a Dreamcatcher album I opened before, which I dented, trying to get into it, which, you know. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful album. It's like, how do I, right, okay. On the back. The songs. It's going straight into my CD player in my car, by the way. I don't know what version this is, by the way. I was just like, I need the winning. Is this the photo book? Oh, this is the photo book version. My God. Oh my. This is a book. So, as with other photo books, guys, I'm not going to go through every page and stuff like that. Might get a bit tedious, so I'll just... Probably going to say the word beautiful a few times. Excuse me for that. So this is going to be Blonde IU, right? Something in this trying to get out, by the way. Oh, what the... What the... I'll get to that in a moment. By the way, what an MV shopper is. What an MV shopper is. By the way, guys, if you're curious, like, oh, are you ever going to look at this properly? Yeah, don't worry about it. I look at it properly, like, as I do with all the photo books. It's just... Hopefully that's focusing, by the way. That photograph is the pick of the bunch so far, by the way. Then again. Sorry, just lost in this book. I wish I had two cameras at this point. You know, with the camera where it could be like look down. As I would go through all the book then, guys. I would go through all the book then. With you guys, one by one, page by page. Oh, I hope that's focusing every time, by the way. Oh, is that? Is that a cut? That's a photograph in the book. So that's a literal, like, material-wise, that's a photo. What's going on here? Yeah, that's awesome. There's a few, like, photos, like, printed into the book, if that makes any sense. I know this is a photo book, but there's actual glossy photographs in the book. If you wonder, I'm sighing, guys. It's just sighing are absolute beauty. This is it. This is just incredibly presented. By the way, blue is my favorite color for anybody that doesn't know, and blue is my favorite color for anybody that doesn't know. And this is blue all over the place, man. The color blue is all over the place with this. That's probably why I went for this version, actually. Credits, even in blue. Sky blue. I know, but... Right. There's these... You see that? Almost envelopes on either side of the book. I don't know whether to do those... Yeah, I'll do those last. Because something came out of the book. It's a crossword. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is honestly a first getting a crossword in it. God, these K-pop albums are amazing, man. Getting a crossword, and there's the answers on the back, which I have to say, I'm not great at crosswords anyway, but crosswords in Korean, I mean, it's going to be a bit more of a challenge, do you know what I mean? Anytime I sigh, you guys know the reason I'm sighing at that point. So that's, I'd imagine, does that go there? Is that how that works? Does that go there? Oh, what the? Huh? What the? Are you, what, whoa, what? Are you? What are you doing with this magic, man? That is amazing. That was black a second ago, guys. I was like, how does this stick on? That's insane. And when it's light. So when I when I block it, it's going to dark again. What is this technology? I'm sure there's photographers watching the comments going, you're an idiot. And I am. But still. Right. What I'm doing now, guys, I'm opening that envelope, or getting stuff out of it. I can imagine, I think I know what might be inside. Is that everything? Yep. So that's the front. There's going to be stuff at the back. Let's not forget. God, there's so much stuff here. Oh my word. What? Presentation on this. So, see if we can tell the story here. And she lived happily ever after. God, man. Get your money's worth with this album, guys. My God. I'm so glad I got this before it entered that territory that K-pop albums enter, which is rare and expensive. Do you know what I mean? Stickers I think we got here. Halsey, IU winning. And oh dear. What member am I going to get in this group when it comes to the photo cards? I will stop making that joke at some point, guys. Probably not going to be honest. I love the colour blue too. It's on black blue. These will be displayed, of course, guys, in the back. In the back is about to get very busy. Oh, don't cry when you see this, guys. Love wins all. That's probably my favourite photo card so far, because of course that song, it's just one of those special songs for me. Then again, there's that photo card. And she just always looks damn beautiful, for God's sake. So yeah, guys, those are the photo cards from the front of the book. Go to the back of the book. What's in this? I'm an idiot. 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 Guys, when you buy an album, what's the most important thing in an album? But when you buy a physical album, what's the whole reason why you're buying a physical album? There's me like, oh, there's photo cards in the back, right? I'm such an idiot, bro. So that's where the CD is kept, guys. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. So this is going... You're going to see that in the back, guys, next time around, along with probably a photo card. I need to find... I don't know if anybody's got any suggestions on how to display photo cards and stuff when it comes to the presentation of these videos. Because I got so many photo cards at this point. I need to display them, even though I know you guys can't see properly in the back there, because I've made a bit of a distance to get that sort of blur effect. I still want that stuff in the back somehow. But yeah, guys... Oh, I could put those photo cards in this case. So that is the concert experience for IU, along with the unboxing of the Winning album, which was an incredible box. Like, wow. The presentation. 9 days ago, I saw one of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life. It goes without saying that the next time she comes to the UK, even if she decides to next time, I don't know, not come to the UK, but go to France or something like that. Like, relatively, you know, it'd be a flight, relatively close by, I'll be seeing her again. But I want to say one more thing, because I said about a statement that I was going to make a mention of. Now, if you're in my Discord community, you know what I'm about to say. Stick with me while I say this. There is a reason I'm saying this now. So, my alt group is Dreamcatcher. The whole reason you're watching this video, the whole reason why my channel exists, the whole reason that I check out music across the world, in Asia and stuff like that, is because of Dreamcatcher. You will, you know, you will not have heard this unless you're a Dreamcatcher fan too. And there is this is linked to IU, guys. Don't worry, this is linked to IU with everything I say here. There was one night I think it was in 2021, 2022, where my mate was trying to get me into K-pop, and I can't remember what he was showing me. He was showing me some stuff, and I was checking it out. And I've always stayed clear of K-pop because I'm not really into the bubblegum pop sort of stuff. I love light stuff, don't get me wrong. I love ballads, I love lots of different music, but bubblegum pop is something I'm not really into. And that was always the appearance of what I thought K-pop was. And then in the recommendations, this song came up called Scream by Dreamcatcher. And kind of changed my life, to be totally honest. Kind of set me on different paths and stuff like that I wouldn't have gone on. And again, this channel does not exist without me getting into Dreamcatcher, which has got me into K-pop to check out all this amazing groups, bands, and artists. So, pretty much from the off, even before I knew what the term bias was, Jiu from Dreamcatcher, who I'll probably pop up somewhere on the screen now, became my alt bias. Not only because I find her voice beautiful, but she's also, speaking of beautiful, absolutely beautiful herself. But more than anything is her personality. She's, again, if you're a Dreamcatcher fan, you know what I'm talking about. She's one of the sweetest, dorkiest, funniest people, honestly. And everything like that. And it's just, when you know your alt, I suppose you know your alt, especially when you know the terminology and everything like that. So of course I've checked out many groups and stuff like that, and I've found out, oh, okay, this is my bias in this group, this is my wrecker in this group, and I found out what the term wrecker is. Now with solo artists, it's a bit different, right? Because they're automatically the bias. So I went to this show, and this is something I've been sitting on for a bit of time, and I've been getting there, because I've been like, I love IU's personality. She's one of my favourite singers that I check out on the channel. I adore her music. I love how individual her music is, how individualistic it is, and how linked it is to her. She does amazing ballads. She does amazing uplifting songs. She's, from what I've seen, even though I still need to check out Hotel de Luna, that'll be the first thing I check out when it comes to her acting, she is an unbelievable actress. Even before I checked out the clips of her acting in those shows, in that sort of compilation that I checked out before, her acting in her music videos is incredible. Like, from a non-verbal point of view and everything like that. And if you look at Love Wins All alone, you can see the acting performance from her and V in that. But honestly, like Lilac, her acting in Lilac is incredible. Loads of different examples. And I'm an actor myself, so I feel connected in that way. Then I, again, checked her personality out when I checked out the documentaries and everything like that, or some little personality videos. And just seeing the charm that she has in her music videos and stuff like that, her personality comes through. And she's this incredibly considerate, generous, driven, quirky, funny, lovely person, who I find incredibly inspirational, by the way. And then, of course, like I said, there's her talent, which I've said it before. With IU, I don't tend to talk about technique with her a lot, too much, or like vocal speak, because she just immerses me. She just has that voice that just immerses me into the music and everything like that. Her tone. I've shown people IU, by the way, guys, who are not into K-pop at all. I've shown them the Love Wins All performance, the live performance, and they've been floored. And they've thought that she's like an opera singer or something like that. That's how talented and stuff that she is. So I thought all this going into the show, and I was like, can I have it? Can I have what? You may be curious. So I go into the show, the concert happens, and I come out and I tell my Discord community pretty much from the off, and I'll say it to you now. Oh, I guess I have two alt biases. IU, guys, is my alt bias as well. Which, trust me when I say, I didn't think that was possible. To say that's a statement, it's a statement. She's also my alt bias. So I apparently now have two alt biases, because I was like, is she an alt wrecker? And I was like, no. So I use my alt bias as well. And of course, I forgot to say palette has been another reason for that. But of course, everything, her talent, personality, and everything like that is in those. So there you go, guys. So safe to say, I think you're always going to see IU in this channel, on this channel, in some ways. And it's crazy to say, I now have 2 alt biases. I tried to figure out if that was possible or not. Apparently it is. There you go. So I wanted to say that, guys. That's the ultimate, no pun intended, compliment that I can give her at this stage, with how many different artists, groups, and everything I check out in K-pop. But yeah, she is. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I know this is a long one. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Please, if you get the chance, see IU in the comments. Please let me know. It'd be great to know if you're at the London show. But please let me know if you've seen her live in any way since and after like that. And of course, we'll be getting back to Palette next week, guys. Took a bit of a break from it for this very special video that I wanted to do. And please subscribe, because plenty of my alt bias on the channel already. Plenty more on the way. So hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, morning, afternoon, night. Whenever you're watching this, please take care. Much love.